we're back. We are back. Apologize for the internet loss there for a second. Back in time, right? Giving Caden the right opportunity to enjoy his
I did.
his cookie.
I did that thing.
I cannot wait to try these cookies.
Yes.
Should we talk about it now?
Yeah, we were presented with a gift this morning.
We were presented with this gift, and I'm gonna show it on stream because like we're both really excited. Caden is gonna be excited, but he's not gonna get all of these cookies. Like, this is a very heavy box of cookies, and it looks really nice. I would show it, but I'm afraid I'm gonna make them fall because I have the tendency to drop things, so I'm not gonna do that. There are a lot of delicious cookies there, and we're very thankful to our director of events, Mr. Boyd Reed, for meeting us this morning with those cookies. And I got to tell you a little bit about the cookies because I was very excited when I heard how they're made and where they're from. So this is from the Open Door Bakery, which is part of the this bakery employs and empowers a team of passionate bakers whose lives have been transformed by the Open Door Women's Center at Dégagé Ministries, and 100% of the purchase offers hope and a warm place to stay for women in their overnight center, which I thought was amazing. And I'm definitely going to enjoy some of these cookies, although I'm not a huge cookie person as you are. Okay, look at Caden's face when I said that.
How am I just finding this out now?
Well, you've been getting all the cookies.
That's fair.
But I was just very excited about, because I always love to support like small businesses, but this is not like a business. This actually helps empower women and just offers, shelter. And this and I almost started crying when I heard, so if you guys ever have the opportunity to check them out, feel free to do so. If you're here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, you can try to get them. We'll let you know how they are. We'll probably have one a little bit later. I'm trying to keep them on my side of the camera, as you can see.
She's hiding them from me.
Because I feel the kid will not let me get... I have my eye on one of them. It's some caramel chocolate something, and I love caramel, so that one I told Kate, you're not touching this one. But I need to make sure, because anyways, so we were very, very thankful for that. And Open Door Bakery, be sure to check it out. Yes, we haven't tried them yet, but we will. We'll let you know again about it if you are here. Back to the games. Yes, we are definitely hungry. It's really early in the day, and it's much earlier for us.
Everything to get that little boost. We talked on stream yesterday about some eating habits when you're at a tournament, and
that we're having cookies.
I don't know if we followed those, but somewhere they're helping, right? A little sugar boost. At least I'm gonna make the case for it. So.
Okay, all right. I'll make sure to let you enjoy a lot of them after I take my special one. But I don't know. The others did sound good. We'll let you guys know what we have towards the end.
Yes.
Or after the break. Yes. But which other game should we go to, Keaton? I think we can wait a little bit to see how this game will go. Did we look at the... So we looked at the... This was the... No, this was the barber, right? This was the barber.
Yes.
We looked at the herring. We looked at the... I think we just didn't look at the Rockefeller.
Yeah.
So Rockefeller is board 6, right? No, not...
7.
7. Board 7. So Andrew Jing against Aiden Liu. That's going to be a really important game to keep in mind. And it looks like Oh my, no, I was about to say, oh my god, it looks like a Grunfeld, but it does look kind of, but it's more like a Catalan thing.
We were so close.
It was so close. It was really close. I'm sorry it didn't get.
Uh,
Maybe during the U.S. Open we'll have some Grunfelds. I feel like I should pay someone to play the Grunfeld just to make sure that we get to.
no, I'm thinking over the course of this tournament, and it feels uh just wrong that we've seen more A3s and move one A3s and move one A6s and B3s than we have Grunefelds. It just doesn't feel right, and we're getting uh a couple imposters this round, but I
Not quite.
I
King's Indian I see was played as well, but nobody's going for the Grunfeld. That's really surprising to me. It's really surprising.
okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's
Okay.
probably okay. Might be okay. Talk to me in a little bit,
Okay.
and then I'll think about it if
Okay.
it's okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Title Tuesday. We're competing with Title Tuesday, Kaden, today. I didn't even think about it, but yeah. Well, we do appreciate you guys being here. It means a lot to us. Caden's gonna show you the love thing that he does it much better. How do you do it? Like this? Okay,
Yeah.
like this. So I just learned a new thing myself. Um,
Title Tuesday.
yeah,
I
who
mean, they
cares?
don't have
Who cares?
scholarships on the line. They don't have qualifications for big tournaments. It's
There's just a tournament that happens every single Tuesday. You get the chance to see it every.
yeah,
We shouldn't do that. I think that's gonna lose us viewers. We should not. We should not. So what do we think about this position?
yeah. So just as a reminder, this is a game between the top two seeds. Andrew Jing is on 4.5, and Aiden Liu is on 4.
4.
So
Both that board and the next board are very important because John Abraham is actually from Kentucky and he's 2046 and 4.5 points. And if he wins his game against Vijay Srivash, then he will also have the opportunity to tie for first, potentially, depending what happens in this game.
yeah, and here I mean it's move 20, so maybe it's still some sort of prep for Andrew, but Andrew is still about at an hour 30, and as another reminder that the time control is game in 90 minutes with a 30-second increment, no extra time on move 40 or any of that. So Andrew is essentially sitting on the time he started with. He's made it up with his 30-second increment, and Aiden has taken over 30 minutes. So I I may be being influenced with the time here, but I do feel like White should be better. Uh, the actual breakthrough for White, I think, is going to need some figuring out, but I'm not seeing how Black is going to break through here. Those rooks on the D file are supporting that D pawn, and once the H3 happens and the light squared bishop starts to open up, I think D5 will start to become a real possibility.
I'm actually surprised that White chose to play e5 though, because typically in these types of positions you go for mostly for d5, but that's when you have the bishop pair and the opponent doesn't have it. Here roles are reversed because White has a knight and a bishop, so maybe that made sense, but that does allow a c5 break. So I have the feeling that he's going to try to find a way to do that. I know this sounds a little bit strange, but if somehow we could go c5 and just imagine this line like, so c5, if you take, I was thinking queen takes b2. I mean, I know it's crazy. It's not working, is it? It's not. I thought it would be kind of a cool idea, but White does have knight e1.
Yeah.
Check knight e1, and I was thinking I can capture and go rook d1, but I don't know that I would have sufficient compensation here. I won't.
No, this pawn is gonna be a
What about
problem.
bishop h6? Oh, but then you control h3. Square. Wait, let's see. So bishop h6. Oh, yeah. Wishful thinking. No, I got nothing. I do have some rook d3, but you can just probably take it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this kind of idea is a little bit too much. Definitely a little bit too much.
So casual player was suggesting this idea, bishop e6.
Bishop e6, bishop d5.
I'd be worried about
Bishop d5.
g5,
e6.
e6.
But maybe we don't care and we play f6 or f5. Start with f6.
Take.
Oh, sorry. I don't see. Can we let white capture the bishop in e6, or it's gonna look really bad if I don't go bishop d5? I don't like to allow e6. Since I can't play f6, I totally forgot about my rook. That's bad. It's very bad. Okay, so wait a second. I don't like bishop e6. I don't think there's a need for that move. What about queen h5? Queen a5.
b3.
And I wanted to take an f3 and then take an e5. Oh, he went for queen b4. Similar idea. He has a similar idea, but he cannot take an e5. Okay.
Maybe.
I get 3 pawns. Probably not enough, huh? Take a4 first and then b4? Or
Well, I think
b4
thinking if you
first?
take on a4, then
You
I'd
take
take
with the
with pawn.
Okay, I take in b4 first. And then taking there in a4. I mean, it's probably still not enough, is it? The bishop might be better.
Yeah, I think the light squared bishop will be really good. Maybe you just start
Some attack, yeah.
trying to get some attack here.
Okay, then let's go. Let's see how the game went because he kind of had a similar idea. Ooh, so wait. Now the a4 pawn is hanging.
But he didn't want to allow e6.
Well, in the other way, I could have still taken an e4. I was just trying to be fancy to take an e5.
Well, no, because I played b3.
Oh, you played b3, you didn't play h3.
Yeah.
But he could have played b3 here too, couldn't he? He could have played it. But he can't play it, no. Oh, he just played it. Okay, so how does black... He has to play c5. I mean, that's the only way that I imagine... I like that he played e6 not to allow white to play e6. That move, that suggestion of yours was really, really unpleasant. I did not like... I did not feel comfortable for black allowing e6.
Yeah.
But now, I think we're doing good, right? If I play c5? Wait, by good, I mean, I think the position is d5. I want to take it. You can take it with the bishop and have some bishop takes f7 ideas. Or you can play e6. I was talking about it. I was talking about wanting to do that, and look at that. I'm
worried about d4 here.
Well, maybe you can take in d5 first. We're not in a rush. We'll take with the
Yeah,
bishop.
if you take with the bishop, yeah, you can't stop e6.
That is an issue. And Aiden is the one who's going to have to try to push for a win because he's half a point less than Andrew.
Yeah. So on the reverse, what's Andrew's plan in the meantime? Is he gonna try and get an attack over here? Can he get an attack over here? Because I'm not convinced. Like if I were to play I don't know, maybe I play King H8, H4, H5. I just feel like if you try to break through, it's gonna be too weakening.
Well, he doesn't need to necessarily remember psychologically, doesn't need to be the one pushing necessarily, just to keep in mind.
Yeah, which is true, but I mean, John Abraham does have 4.5 as well.
And his position is. What was this? Queen's Gambit? No, Slav. Oh. Oh, wow. Wait, what? What? That looked like a.
Yeah.
Okay, so Karakan. Okay. Yeah, my kind of cup of tea.
Still a very open game as far as possibilities here.
I prefer white a little bit in
Yeah.
this position because white has control over the e5 square, and if he manages to kind of get his knight there, he certainly has the upper hand. I wonder if g4 is too crazy to be played in this position by white.
Yeah.
Black will have to do the minority attack, but he's a little bit behind.
Yeah, this queen b6 right now doesn't feel very well placed because you do want b5, b4 here. But maybe a5 or queen a5 in the near future, since this rook has moved away from a1 as its place. But I think I have to agree, white does feel to have the slight advantage. So maybe Andrew will be happy with a draw. It is a I don't know. After seeing our top board and the
Drawing.
barber drawing, I don't know. I don't know what these players are thinking, and if I should expect Aiden to push for a win, if I should expect Andrew to push for a win. I do think that Andrew does seem confident, and as far as possible chances, I would prefer Andrew's position a little bit, but I don't feel like I see yet how he will break, how either side is breaking through, honestly.
I mean, I have the feeling, yeah, because if you push b5, c6 will be weak, and f6 weakens e6, so you can't think of that.
Right, but I mean, how do you ever?
I mean, you can bring the bishop to c5.
Bishop c5. Ooh.
I mean, it's something.
Yeah.
Actually, what do you do against that?
You have to
move the rook.
You have to move the rook. But how do you ever untangle this white? Like you have your three defenders on this pawn.
Well, I can bring my bishop to b6. It's gonna take me forever, but I could bring it. I mean, there's an opportunity to do something like that. I think this remains to be seen. It's certainly, the kind of position that is exciting. Before we go on a break, I was wondering if you wanted to go back to the Gus Houston against Arthur Guo, because that game is
looking spicy.
It is, and I don't know how the knight made it to d3. I wanted to find out. Okay, well, that's how it made it. So white doesn't get the pawn back. I don't like that. I guess I wonder if it's not theory because he was thinking for sure, and he might overpress a little bit. Do we have ideas with bishop to g5 now? But I mean, this is an extra pawn and an annoying knight in d3.
Well, I do want to go back because it always does intrigue me to try and figure out where someone got out of their preparation. It does surprise me that the first move Gus spent a decent amount of time on his e4, because d takes c4 after knight c3 is one of the number one moves you want
Yeah,
to
you
consider.
of course.
So
So that's really surprising that he didn't have that prepared if he really had prepared until then. Or maybe he played too fast. Something that I remember my mom was saying she was doing, and I would ask her after, and I would always be amazed. When she would get out prepared by her opponent, she would still play really fast, not taking her time to think because she didn't want her opponent to know that she got out prepared. And I would ask her, Mom, how did you figure out? How did you play good moves this fast? Because you didn't know you were. She's like, listen, Sabrina, you should never let your opponent know that they out prepared you. You know, because I was like, okay, but like, I usually freak out. Like, I need time to. It's like, no, you can't. So, at some point, I would look at her face and I would know. I would know that she's totally out of there,
yeah,
but she's just so confident that, at some point it looked like she out prepared them, but it was definitely the other way around. It was just awesome to see it. I don't know
yeah.
many people who do that
No,
these days.
I have to agree with you, and
I like
I
to
don't
think,
trust
take my
myself
time.
playing that best.
Yeah, I don't, but she was, and usually she was coming up with really good moves. So she had a really good intuition into the position she was playing. So here I'm really uncomfortable with the knight threatening to take it. Oh, I found a move. It's probably not good. Knight d2.
I was thinking about that. I figure you have to take knight takes.
But
You
then I
could, you could play e5 actually.
but I want to take in oh yeah, I'll take in c4. And
Okay,
then you
so
take.
let's
I want to take in
this.
g4, I think. In 5. And now I need a good square for the queen because after that I take in c4. So I don't have, I guess d1. I gotta go back to d1.
Take g2.
Okay, the knight is trapped, isn't it?
I mean, yes, but I will happily take on h4.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I kind of have to take it, but then you have b5, and we got into a position where.
Yeah, extra pawn, two bishops, the open f file. I think it looks good for black.
I agree. I was just trying to kind of complicate things a little bit because uh, if you just go bishop g5 or something, you just.
Well, yeah, here is is bishop c5 an issue now?
I don't know. They're talking about another game, but we thought we will focus on the main ones first. So I don't know what's going on in that Ronin game. Oh, that's an interesting position actually, king in the center.
Speaking of French,
And this is also interesting.
played bishop d2 on this game, which I do like that move. Threatening some sort of discovery. Although, maybe still bishop c5, but we'll probably have to come back to this game before checking those others, do you want to take a quick break and then just hurry and jump into some of those other games?
Let's do that. We will be back. I hope you stay close.
Cookies are calling my name.
Exactly. We'll see you very soon. Bye for now.
Chess Dogs, by all means, started out as a crazy idea. One that many people would only talk about. We've taken that crazy idea and turned it into a chess center. We have merchandise, tournaments, streaming, everything a chess player could want. So, whether you're a beginner or an expert player, go to our website, chessdogs.com, or join a stream at youtube.com/chessdogs.